chapter of the Right to Life Foundation will be holding its biannual softball game against the Cook County Pro-Choice League next Sunday at 2. Today's second collection will be donated to the John Doe Jersey Life Fund. For those of you who haven't been following the news, an unidentified homeless man who was accosted and severely beaten at the New Jersey shore last Tuesday lies in critical but stable condition in one of that area's hospitals. He lacks identification, and police have had no luck tracking down any possible family. The Archbishop of the Trenton Diocese has disputed the state's decision to remove the indigent man from life support systems, asking that Catholics all over the country join in this protest against euthanasia. Well, now please rise for the recession of faith.
We believe in one God, Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth. We believe in Jesus Christ as only Son.
You're gonna burn in hell, you fucking baby killer.
Holy shit, it's the Pope. Huh? Hey, fucking bounce.
Jesus. You're Catholic, can't you talk to them?
They hate me more than you, no doubt. At least you have an excuse, you're Jewish. You don't know any better.
Oh, they're gonna go for that one. We already used that excuse when we killed Christ. So where were you yesterday? A bunch of us went to brunch.
I went to church.
That still kills me, you in church. If only they knew your weekly tithing came from a Planned Parenthood chick.
I don't know why I still go, Liz. I can remember going to church when I was young and being moved. Now I sit there every Sunday and I feel nothing. I don't think I have any faith left.
Do you remember that seminary student who used to mow my lawn, the one I tried to set you up with?
The 20-year-old. The one I could have babysat for in high school.
Right. Well, the point is, he told me something. He said that faith is like a glass of water. When you're young, the glass is little, so it's easy to fill. As you get older, the glass gets bigger, the same amount of liquid doesn't fill it anymore. But periodically, the glass has to be refilled.
You're suggesting I need to get filled?
In more ways than one. You need to get laid, Bethany Sloan. You need a man, if only for 10 minutes.
It's been my experience that the average male is never a man, not even for 10 minutes in his entire lifespan.
That sounds a little bit militant. You think you join the other side?
Couldn't do it. Women are insane.
Well, then you need to go back to church and ask God for a third option.
I think God is dead.
The sign of a true Catholic.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Reynolds. I'm from the EPA. We're checking on possible Freon leaks. Tell me, do you have air conditioning?
Yes, we have central air.
In every room?
Except the bathroom. Why?
Oh, well, you do know what that means, don't you? Move. No pleasure, no rapture, no exquisite sin greater than central air. Pick that up. This will be the base of operations from here on in. Now, if I remember the protocol correctly, the powers will attempt to contact the last scion. I need you three to shuffle her loose the mortal coil. Go.
Herald of the Almighty and voice of the one true God. Behold the Metatron, herald of the Almighty and voice of the one true God. Behold the Metatron, herald of the Almighty and voice of the one true God. Sweet Jesus, do you have to use the whole can?
Who the fuck are you and what the fuck are you doing in my room?
I'm the one that soaks and she's the one that's surly. That's rich. Stop fucking crying.
Get the fuck out of here! Now!
Or you do what exactly? Hit me with that fish. No, just sit down on the bed and shut up. Jesus wept. Look at my suit.
Look, just take whatever you want, but don't kill or rape me.
Don't give over, will you? I couldn't rape you if I wanted to. Angels are ill-equipped. See? I'm as anatomically impaired as a Ken doll. Now make yourself useful and give me that towel, will you? Honestly, you bottom feeders and your arrogance, you think everybody's just trying to get in your knickers.
What are you?
I'm pissed off is what I am. Do you go around drenching everybody that comes into your room with flame-retardant chemicals? No wonder you're single. Now, stand back. As I was saying, prior to your firefighting episode, I am the Metatron. Don't tell me the name doesn't ring a bell. You people, if there isn't a movie about it, it's not worth knowing, is it? I am a seraphim, the highest choir of angels. You do know what an angel is, don't you? Metatron acts as the voice of God. Any documented occasion when some yahoo claims that God has spoken to them, they're speaking to me. Or they're talking to themselves.
Why doesn't God speak for himself?
Glad you decided to join the conversation. To answer that, human beings have neither the oral nor the psychological capacity to withstand the awesome power of God's true voice. Were you to hear it, your mind would cave in and your heart would explode within your chest. We went through 5 Adams before we figured that one out.
How do I know you're an angel?
What, you mean aside from the fiery entrance and the expansive wingspan? You want more proof? Fine. How about a tequila?
Where the hell are we?
Only place you can go for a good tequila. Dos tequilas, por favor, and an empty glass.
Si.
Gracias, senor.
We're in Mexico?
Actually, we're in the franchise Mexican family eatery down the street from your apartment, but it's impressive nonetheless. You don't mind that I lost the wings, do you? I'm trying to keep our profile low.
What do you want with me?
I'm to charge you with a holy crusade.
For the record, I work in an abortion clinic.
Noah was a drunk, look what he accomplished. And no one's asking you to build an ark. All you got to do is go to New Jersey and visit a small church on a very important day. Oh, gracias.
New Jersey. That doesn't sound like much of a crusade.
Aside from the fine print, that's it.
What's the fine print?
Stop a couple of angels from entering and thus negating all existence.
Wait. Repeat that.
Stop a couple of angels from entering and thus negating all existence. I hate it when people need it spelled out for them.
You might want to clarify that.
Back in the old days, God was vengeful and hot-tempered, and his wrath was bore by the angel of death, named Loki. When Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, that was Loki. When the waters wiped out everything with the exception of Noah and his menagerie, that was Loki. And he was good at what he did. But one day, he refused to bear God's wrath any longer.
Why?
He listened to his friend, a Grigori by the name of Bartleby.
Grigori.
one of the choirs of angels, they're called watchers. Guess what they do? So one day, Loki's wiping out all the firstborn of Egypt.
Ah, the 10th plague.
Tell a person that you're the Metatron and they stare at you blankly. Mention something out of a Charlton Heston movie and suddenly everybody's a theology scholar. May I continue uninterrupted? Once he's done with the firstborn, Loki takes his friend Bartleby out for a post-slaughter drink. And over many rounds, they get into this discussion about whether or not murder in the name of God is okay. And in the end, Bartleby convinces Loki to quit his position and take one which doesn't involve slaughter. So, very inebriated, Loki tells God he quits, throws down his fiery sword, and gives him the finger, which ruins it for the rest of us, because from that day forward, God decreed that angels could no longer imbibe alcohol, hence all the spitting. So, for their insolence, God decreed that neither Loki nor Bartleby would ever be allowed back into paradise.
Were they sent to hell?
Worse, Wisconsin, for the entire span of human history. And when the world ends, they'll have to sit outside the gates for all eternity.
And this has what to do with me?
Someone has clued them in to a loophole in Catholic dogma that would allow them to re-enter heaven.
So what? They beat the system. Good for them.
It's not that simple. If they get in, they will have reversed God's decree. Now, listen closely, because this bit's very important. Existence, in all its form and splendor, functions solely on one principle. God is infallible. To prove him wrong would undo reality and everything that is. Up would become down, black would become white. Existence would become nothingness, in essence. If they're allowed to enter that church, they'll unmake the world.